Hi everybody, how are you today? Welcome to Shannon at 112th Street. Today is Thursday, and this is our things we're making Thursday. It's a collab that I'm doing with a dozen other YouTubers. We have, let's see, we got Heather at Strings and Thread, Darla at It's in the Bag with Darla, Jenna at Jenna and Stitches 1877, Jess with J Hook Magic, Erin with Crafting Kitty 101, Tiffany at CMM Designs 4420, Brandee at Bee's Crafty Corner, Linda at Lefty's Crochet Knit. Ooh, you know, Linda, I don't think I visited you. I'm gonna get on over there. That way I can send anybody that's a left-handed knitter or crocheter to your channel, because I've run into that issue. Being a right-handed, it's really tough for me to show lefties how to do it. So then we've also got Julia at Dooley's Crochet, aka Julia, and we got Jecinda at SMH Crochet, and Melanie at Lethally as Little Hook with Me 4025. I think it's Lethally as Little Hook with Me 4025, and that was Melanie. And then we've got myself. All of us will be listed down below if you guys want to get out there and check out those channels and support those other YouTubers. That would be fantastic. If you guys do go over there, or if you guys are new and coming from their channels, let me know down in the description box. It lets us know how many people we got kind of circulating around, and what you think of everybody's channels. Okay, so with that, as a reminder, we're doing the Yarn Inspiration. It's a free pattern, and it's a Hoot Owl Container. I spelled on this, so don't pay attention to any of that. Super cute. And as you guys know, I'll link the first one, but I do have 3 of them going right now. This is the part where I'm going to show the body and how I'm working those up. So as you guys know, all of my baskets seem to be a different size, and it's all due to the yarn choices that I made that I explained in my last video. There's also one that I'm doing. One is going to be the Hoot Owl basket. They're all going to be Hoot Owl baskets, but I'm going to do different things with them. So one of them is going to be my scrappy basket. So I'm trying to get rid of all this scraps back here. Just all of it's just a little bit too much to throw away, but not enough to do anything with it. So I like to find projects that I can do, and I'm going to show you on my blue basket how I'm working through the blues on this out of that basket. So, and then explain the differences again. So here's what I've got. So if you guys remember right, I did my Karen. Now Karen is, and this Feels Like Butter yarn. These are the 2 yarns for this one. And they're both category 4. This is Feels Like Butter. Weight yarns. And I did this one just to demonstrate how different the categories are. So even though it's a category, it could also be an Erin weight category 4, which is a heavier, which I kind of lean towards Red Heart Super Saver as being the heavier weight, and Karen Pound. Yeah, that one too. Karen 1 pound, or that is a much thicker yarn as well, so it's got a heavier gauge, but it's still a category 4. So when you're building these projects, you got to take that into account. So this is my 4, and if I remember right, this was a 7. The diameter was only 7.5 inches. The pattern calls for a 10, but I chose not to go to 10, which I could have. I could have kept increasing and then adjusted the pattern to make that a 10. But because it was such a lightweight yarn, I didn't want it. If I got bigger and went a hook size up, it would have fallen in on itself. Right now I'm at a stage where it stands up nice and it holds its own. If I would have gone to a 10-inch circle, I'm thinking it would have kind of fell in on each other, especially if I would have went up a hook size. Okay, So this is the blue and brown, or it's kind of a, yeah, really pale blue and brown. So next week I'm going to be showing you guys, I'll be putting the trim on and the handles and the face. And I'll be sharing with you guys what next month's project is. So that'll be fun. Let's see. Then my next one was the pink basket. Now, when I showed you guys the pink basket, I actually had made a mistake, so I ended up having to frog it back because I didn't count my stitches. So now, this is the basket, and I do believe that it's going to be the same as the blue basket. So yeah, we're at just a little over 9 inches. Now with the pink basket, I've decided that this is how big it's going to be. Okay, so the one thing about being knitters and crocheters is we can design them the way we want. Even though it's a free pattern, we don't have to follow that pattern all the way through. This is the size that I wanted for this basket. This is going to work out perfect. So that's where I stopped. And those handles, aren't those the perfect handles? So that you're going to see those next week. But yeah. So that's my pink basket. And as you can see, now this is a category 4. This was with more of a vintage yarn. It was some older yarn that somebody had given me. And as you can see, it's a very stiff and holds its own. And it's all the way up to the 9-inch versus the 7.5. I don't know if you can tell the difference with the body kind of sticking out on that one. Okay, so that's where we're at with those 2 baskets. Now, my next basket, which is my scrappy basket, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. And if you guys are looking to get rid of some scraps and make something useful that you can use, well, there's a lot of projects, but this one, if you want to use this one, this is how I'm working it. So this one was the Red Heart Super Saver. So I had a full skein of this. It's a 5 ounces of older yarn that somebody had given me. Okay. And you can see that it's got 3 different colors of blue in there. Okay. So I was holding it together, the first part of the basket with a blue. I don't have any more of it. I already used it, but it was this dark, it was a deep, deep blue. Okay. So I held those together for the bottom half. Well, I've just run out of the dark blue. And so now I went to my stash to find my next color. And I found this ball. And as you can see, it goes quite nicely with this color right here. Can you see that? So this is the next color that I used. Let me bring it over to you. Oh, let me pull this up. So there we are. So I'm kind of getting an ombre effect. So down here is the blue, the dark blue, the navy blue, and then here is where I moved up into that lighter blue. And as you can see from my yarn, I just don't think I'm going to have enough of this yarn. Actually, I'm about done with this yarn. So what I'm going to do is use this yarn, which I matched up with this yarn, which will give it yet another lighter effect. Can you see those 2 colors? So it'll match up with that one. And then I'm thinking if I don't make it all the way around, when I run out of this, I'm going to take the rest of this and pair it together with this and see how that works. Because by that time, when I get up in here, it's going to be a lot lighter from this color. So I'm thinking it should blend just fine. And I think it's just going to be, if I run out, it's just going to be the handles and the rim that I will have to use it on. Because I'm getting pretty close. I think I only need about 4 more rows to get this to the 9 inches. So right now this one is sitting at, yeah, just get that 0 where it's supposed to be, just at 6.5 inches. So I'm thinking with that other 3.5, it's going to be about the 9.5 that it is tall as it is wide, which is what I was going for. I still didn't hit that 10 gauge, but I was okay with that. I like this size, and I didn't really want to undo the work or add another row to get there. So that's my plan. That's my scrappy basket. What do you guys think? You like that idea? So it's going to go from the color that it is now, which is these two colors. Then I'm going to move into these two colors. And that should finish off the top. And hopefully the handles. And if it doesn't, and I run out, I'm going to switch to these two colors. And that's where I'm at. I hope this encourages you guys to dig into your stash and get some stash busting done. If you guys have hung out this long, know that, like I said, on next Thursday, I'm going to reveal the pattern that the Fab Six have come up with. I call them the Fab Six. They're the original creators of the collab. And they get together and then they pick out a pattern and then let us know what we're going to be making. And then we get to do the color choices and do them, you know, whichever one that we choose out of, or not whichever one. We're all doing the same pattern, but we get to pick out the colors and the things that are going to go with our aesthetics. So it's going to be super fun. I already know what it is. You guys are going to like it. And if you show up next Thursday with me, I am going to show you what I'm going to do with all these baskets. So not only do you get to see the finished products, but I'm going to give you as many ideas as I can. I'm thinking at least 5 ideas on what you can do with your basket. All right. So make sure you show back next Thursday. Like I said, go visit some of the ladies that I mentioned. They're all going to be down in the description box with the link. And all you have to do is click on the link to go and visit them. And if you guys go and visit them, stop by and say hi to them. Let them know that you came from my channel. And or if you guys are from somebody else's channel, stop and say hi and let me know where you're from. All right. Thanks again. Again, next Thursday, it's going to be kind of exciting, so you're going to want to be here. Have a great day.